So walk me through like when you're calling these people, what is your intro? Like what are you saying on the intro and how are you kind of like building value? Because a lot of people are like, yeah, they pick up and they just want to talk about life insurance. Like what exactly are you doing at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the call and what's I guess like your sales process that you're taking
Yeah.
them through?
So my pitch actually probably takes like only 10-15 minutes. I mean, my average phone call is probably 30 minutes long. I get going, move it fast, and then on to the next. So when also I should have said last thing I was talking about the blue collars, they're going to be welders, plumbers, electricians, HVAC, so that kind of demographic of blue collars. So my intro is pretty simple. It's, hey John, this is James. I was actually reaching out to you about the request you sent in for the blue collar IUL coverage. Like, oh yeah, I remember sending that. And it was like, okay, awesome, John. Well, here I see that you're in HVAC and you're 39 years old. Is that correct? And they're like, yeah, okay, sounds good. And then I'm like, okay, so tell me, I mean, how long have you been looking to get this set up for? Do you already have any insurance? And then from there, I like to control the conversation, and my sales tactic is question-based selling. So I like to ask a lot of questions to them and kind of make them tell me why they want it. So, my first like kind of big question that I get into is, so yeah, I mean, John, what were you kind of looking for insurance wise primarily? Was it, take care of final expenses? Were you wanting to leave something behind for your family? Was it an income replacement? Could have been if they wanted to leave or take care of their mortgage. You have to figure out what made them fill out the form. Why did they think life insurance? So yeah, then I'll kind of figure out, why they actually want the insurance, what they need it for. And then the next question following that is, okay, yes, so John, yes, so I heard that, you wanted to make sure that your family was taken care of. Did you have anyone in specific? Was it a wife, kids, friends? Did you wanted your beneficiary on the policy? And then they'll say, I wanted my wife, Lisa, as the beneficiary. And then I kind of jump into right after that. As soon as they tell me who they want as the beneficiary, I'm immediately jumping into, okay, I'm going to explain to them how the IUL works. Okay, John, have you actually heard about how the IUL works? Do you actually know anything about it? And then most of the time, pretty much every time, they're going to say no. They don't really know what an IUL is. And then that's where I kind of say, so yeah, John, I mean, it's a life insurance policy. Obviously, you have a death benefit. But kind of the cool thing about this is you're actually going to build some cash value with this. So every monthly premium you pay into this, you're actually going to be putting some of the premium aside for obviously the cost of insurance for when you pass away, but also some of it goes towards the cash value that you can borrow from, God forbid, if you need to 5-10 years down the road from now. And most of the time you'll get that tax free. Then also too, because you can structure those two different ways. You can do more of like a face value where they're covered for a death benefit, or also you can do like a maximized cash value to where they're wanting more of like the living benefits, meaning like the cash value part of it. That's one thing also too, like as soon as I say that, I'll kind of tell them like, John, which one makes more sense for you in your situation? Is it just to have like kind of a death benefit to cover your wife, Lisa, or would you looking more for like the living benefits and having some extra like cash value on the side if you ever need it? And then from there, they'll tell me which one they want. And then from there, it's just pretty easy to sell them on it. I don't even option close them. I don't list any options for them to say which one they want to pick through. I don't give them like $100 a month, 200, 300. I just say, so yeah, John, I mean, there's obviously a need for it. You kind of told me your whole situation. Based on everything I've told you, these plans, they're super tailor made to you and your situation. What do you think, like, roughly is a good budget that you'd be able to put into the IUL each month that you can consistently keep up with? They'll tell me straight up what they want to put into it monthly. And that also, I've learned, like, for me, helps me prevent getting chargebacks. So most of the time, I mean, they'll say anywhere from $100 to probably $400. I haven't had anyone going below $100 from what they tell me they want to put into it, because, they do make decent money. I mean, they're blue collar workers compared to like veterans who are on Social Security. They actually have, like income coming in. But yeah, I mean, once they tell me what they want, and then I just jump in straight to the application. Like, oh, someone will get this application pulled up for you. Should take 10-15 minutes, and then you'll be covered.
That's actually fire. So, bro, you're not even pitching multiple options. You're just
No.
like, whatever the budget is, and then you're putting together the plan with their budget, and you're just like, hey, with this
Mm-hmm.
budget, this is what you're gonna get. Here's
Yep.
how it's structured. And then based off what they said at the beginning, if they wanted more for like the life insurance, you're just structuring an IUL for life insurance, death
Mm-hmm.
benefit. And if they're like, hey, they want to pull money out and use all the cool things, you're structuring it for
Yep.
cash value. Dude, that's simple, bro. That's simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, the process seems pretty straightforward to me, bro. There's not like, especially even from like a marketing standpoint, we try not even to overcomplicate it, right? It's just like it's just life insurance, and then you get on the phone and you sell what it can do, you know? And I think that's where maybe a lot of people can struggle, because I think they want the people to come in framed to already buy a certain type of life. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy an IUL, or I'm gonna buy final expense. It's
Mhm.
like, no, it's your job as the agent to put them in the right vehicle depending on whatever they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?